Hello everyone, it's Steve with Aptera Owners Club. Just recently, Aptera added a new option to their webpage. It says Fleet right here, which I thought was really interesting because it's something that I mentioned that would be a great opportunity for Aptera to become a fleet vehicle. I mean, not as like a delivery vehicle for Amazon or Walmart or something like that, because it's just not set up to be very ergonomic for that kind of thing, because getting in and out is a little bit more difficult than in one of those upright vans, like the US Postal Service vans, which looks really funny, but is designed to be very ergonomic for getting in and out. But for a different kind of business, I made a video several months ago, back in December of 2021, talking about how Aptera would be a great mobile small business vehicle. And I was thinking that it would be great as a fleet vehicle too. And so it looks like they've finally made kind of a page to promote that. And I think it's a great idea. So if you look at this, there's a lot of things on this page that kind of tell you like which zone you're in. And so if you go in here, if you pick like the orange zone, which is kind of a lot of the United States, and you drive like 50 miles a day in your fleet, then you would only have to charge the car about 10 times a year, which is, once a month, almost nothing. And then they talk about the mobility benefits. So the business benefits are very low cost of ownership. There was another video that I made called Aptera will save you so much money that it's basically free. And there's a link in here to the different spreadsheets that you can put in here and put about how many miles you plan on commuting a day or using it a day, and how much money you would save over a conventional vehicle. So, in this case scenario, it's shown on the screen. If you commute 200 miles a day, which is a lot, you would save about $8,000 a year. And so the break-even point on an Aptera would be like after 3 years, which would be amazing. And the other thing is that there is almost no maintenance costs. If you look at this, on this, I think there was a part where I talked about, yeah, you see here on the frequently asked questions. This is an old Google document that's a little bit outdated, but Aptera has a frequently asked questions Google document. The usual maintenance is 150,000 miles, and it's mostly just safety checks. So it's essentially no maintenance on this car other than like changing the tires and changing the windshield wiper fluid. So almost no fuel costs and almost no maintenance costs. Consistent source of free energy from the sun, less time and money spent at electric charging stations. That's another thing, that if you go and make an electric vehicle fleet, then you have to put in electric vehicle chargers. If the vehicles are not that efficient, you may have to invest in like DC fast chargers or level 2 chargers. But with an Aptera, you could just get away with a regular 110 volt outlet, because you can charge for like 150 miles overnight with the Aptera. And plus, with the solar charging, you may not even need to do much of that. So there's almost no infrastructure cost to changing your fleet to an electric vehicle fleet. And then over-the-air software updates and remote diagnostics, reduction of your business's environmental impact, and eye-catching extension of brand. So this, I think, cannot be overstated. The Aptera looks very different than any other vehicle out there. It is going to be eye-catching, and people are going to look at it. And because it's a wrap, you could wrap it with your company's logo, or and it's just basically the most eye-catching advertisement for your business. And then driver benefits, you may be able to get HOV access. That was something that we talked about. And also there's all these cool renders, new exterior renders that we haven't seen before. And here's what I noticed. There's this little knob here in the back. And in the Gamma reveal video, I was wondering what this knob was right here. It disappeared, and I still don't know what it is. And now, looking at this render, I still don't know what this is. Do any of you guys have any idea what this knob is? It's really weird. I have no idea what that would be. The other thing you notice from these renders is that you can see the EVA foam bumpers on the front and the back of the wheel pants, and it looks like this tail part is also an EVA bumper, which makes good sense because if you kind of happen to back up into like a curb or something, this would get damaged pretty easily. But so they turned that into EVA foam, which I think is a great idea. So you see the EVA foam here, center headlight here. So Aptera is probably going to have 3 headlights. This one center is just a compliance headlight because you have to have a centrally mounted headlight on autocycles in the United States. And they're going to put, I think there's going to be a light bar across here. Okay, so driver benefits, HOV access, composite bodies gives good safety, and it's really sporty and fun to drive. So there's that. Reduced range anxiety, definitely. And then environmental impact. So if your company wants to project sustainability and environmental friendliness, this is a great way to kind of get some good PR. You change your fleet over to the Aptera, and it would be good PR, and you can kind of tout your environmental green cred. And then and plus it just saves you a lot of money, so it makes financial sense. It keeps your employees happy and safe, and you get to tout your green environmental cred. So a lot of advantages. Now there's a specific kind of business that'd be perfect for this. I think it'd be perfect for like government vehicles, where mostly it's 1 or 2 occupants just driving long distances to go to different sites, like mobile technicians, salespeople, that kind of thing. It's really not the vehicle for doing delivery type things. That would be more suited for like the Canoe or the Rivian trucks, or that really weird looking U.S. Postal Service vehicle that we made a video on a little while back. But yeah, really cool new renders. So tell me what you guys think this is. I'm super curious. I have no idea what this little bump is. It was first noticed on these gamma renders, and now you see it again in this fleet, on the rendered vehicles and on this fleet page. But yeah, great. I'm hoping that they get either a large government contract, like some state governments or city governments are interested in this, and I think they're a lot of like mobile tech, mobile repair, salespeople. And yeah, you could also make this like one of the big rental car companies. Hertz, has gotten in with Tesla to rent Tesla EVs. It would be pretty cool if a rental car company got Apteras in their fleet. I think for like business travelers that they're renting a single passenger, they just need one person to drive around when they rent a car. This would be perfect. It seats 2 people, has plenty of room. It's really fun to drive, and the rental car company could, say that this is your, the greenest option if you want to rent a car. And I think that would be really exciting. So I hope they get a large fleet order that would help their business case. If they got a large fleet order from a big company or a big government contract, that would make investors more interested in them, because those would be more firm contracts than all the customer pre-orders, which we don't know what the uptake rate on those pre-orders is going to be. My guess is about 30 to 50%. But a fleet order is a little bit more set in stone, and that may get some large investors interested in Aptera. Okay, well, tell me what you guys think. What are the perfect kinds of businesses that you think an Aptera would be a good fleet vehicle for? And what in the world is this thing? All right, well, thanks again for watching, everyone. Again, thanks to all of our supporting members. Really, really appreciate them. Appreciate all your comments and your views. And everyone, have a great day.